Let's go around this way. Welcome back to the Forensics Detailing channel, guys. Just want to see if you want to hang out today. I am in recovery. I've been bedridden 4 days out of 5 this week, Monday to Thursday, bedridden with man flu. Really horrible one, actually. No cough, no cold, anything like that. Just Sunday night about 1 o'clock, I woke up like shivering. Yeah, and I've just been moping around, lying in bed. You know what it's like. Anyway, Friday started shrugging it off, and then today feel okay. You know, still a little bit little bit lucid, a little bit lightheaded. But I can't complain. I made it through all of winter without a single cold or virus. And I think my little niece, my little 2-year-old niece, God bless her, is like incubating this one. But there you go. What's going on today, guys? I'm just keeping it very simple. I've got a few things to do today. I want to construct, let me just flip the mic around. I want to construct like a tool holder wall. So this is a piece of MDF and it's going to go up here. It's 110. It's 110 by 110 centimeters by 100 centimeters. So it's virtually square. I'm going to take up this place here. And if I show you my design, so it's going to be 110 long. Not very well. I'm not very amazing at all this sort of stuff. 110 high, and then on it I'm going to cut. So here I've got this. These are 13 centimeters. I'm going to cut 5 of these, and they're going to sit along here. So there'll be 1 in the middle, 2 there, and 2 on each end, and they'll sit up off of the panel, and then across them I am going to put a sheet of steel. So this is like a flat sheet of steel, 110 by 13, and I'm going to get the place to cut little curves out. So I've got 7, enough for 7 curves, which is enough. That's enough. I haven't got 7 polishers. The polishers are going to hang on these curves. Then below it, 20 centimeters slats. So slightly deeper slats. I'm going to put another strip of sheet steel with no cuts and a thinner sheet steel underneath. And then if they're not cordless, the cords can hang in there. So that's like a little trough underneath that main one. But most of them are going to be corded. But the base of the cord, you know, the battery area, can hit against them, so it will stop it wobbling around. So it should be stable. I haven't tested this though. But there you go, we'll figure it out. It's all made from cheap materials. And then I'll have a big area below it, and I'll probably put just a shelf of MDF in there. It doesn't really matter too much, but I'll put a charger. I'll mount the charger in there, and then I'll put some clips for the drill, and I'll leave space, lots of space for other things like detailing brushes, you know, blowers or whatever. There'd be lots of space. There'd be like a little tool wall, and as I build up my flex tools, I can put them on the wall, and I think it will look really nice. You need to be motivated, you need to be ready, you need to be kind of firing on all cylinders, whereas I'm like, it took me like an hour to get going this morning. I had to take the little one dancing because it's a Saturday. And I'm just kind of back and loitering around. I've got some other things to do today, which might be a bit optimistic. With this, all I'm going to do is cut these to size today and paint the whole bit of MDF black, so it's ready to go. And then I'm going to go and get the steel made up during the week, and I'll have all the slats laid down, and then I'll just mount the steel in there. I'm just going to be careful because I'm going right up to the edge with these feet. So I'm not going to be able to put drill holes to mount it onto the wall. So I've got to mount the slats by drilling through underneath, and then make sure I've just left myself enough spaces to. I want at least 8 good drill mounts, you know, for this board. This one has 6, I think. and that's sturdy as hell even with that dartboard on there because the weight's going down. So 8 mounts in there should be good. And we'll paint it black, and I use this chalkboard paint. It's great for MDF. I use that here. It's a smooth paint, and you can also yeah, it's a smooth paint. You can wipe it down, feels nice, and you can use chalk on it if you want to. So it's cheap as chalk. £3 for that little pot. The joys of eBay. You know, you go to B&Q and they'll want about 25 quid off you. Next thing, golf. One of my patrons, Tosh, if you're watching, thank you very much. One of my patrons has sent me some bits here. These are diags, so these are kind of ODB to USB, ODB 2 to USB, but this is VAG 15 for the VCDS software, which I've had before. I've had working before as well, but I threw it all away a long time ago. I think I had so many of these car diags. And ironically, when I cleared my garage out, I thought I'm never going to use all this stuff again, and I binned it all apart from my universal engine code reader. And no sooner did I bin it all, I bought the Club Sport, and I lost all my E46 software, and I had the stuff for doing it. I had the stuff for the M135 as well. I think it was the Beamer code. But anyway, I binned it all. Now what I've got here is some bits and pieces. So this is the VAS adapter. Hopefully won't need to use this. I'm just going to use this with the VCS software, and I'll take you out to the Golf in a minute and I can demo you the problem. My airbag warning light keeps coming on and the doors click. And the colder it is, the more it does it. And as the car warms up, it won't do it at all. And in summer, the problem will go away completely almost. Like I say, I'm just driving along, the airbag warning light will come on, and the doors will click, and then it will disappear and go away. At the moment, it's freezing cold, and it's there all the time virtually. You'll have to drive the car for like 20 minutes, and as it warms up, then it starts clicking, and then the error disappears. And now, someone said to me when I was talking about this before, because I've had a professional garage try and diagnose this and they failed to, and they were a good garage as well. And their best shot was to replace, they suggested replacing the airbag control module. However, that's about 700 quid to go and buy it and code it in, even though it's not difficult to code in, but that's the total cost of doing it roughly. The symptoms I'm getting is not just from no mechanical engineering formal qualifications whatsoever. There's nothing wrong with the airbag control unit. The symptoms, and someone said it in the comments of one of the videos, sounds like to me high resistance caused by an oxidized connection. Whoever said that, you're a genius, because that fits the symptoms and the way the symptoms change. That's the only thing that does, and those Golfs I believe are prone to it, because the person who said that, at the time they said it, I was fixing the rear lights on the car, and the rear lights were going dodgy because they had oxidized connections as well. I just think it can happen. A connection gets exposed and it oxidizes and then it deteriorates. Because it's so bad at the moment, the circuit will probably be open when I start the car. We'll go out there in a second. So when I try and connect the VCS software, I'm hoping it can tell me where the open circuit is, on what particular sensor. And then I've got this whole wiring circuitry for the airbag system, which goes all around the car. You know, you've got airbags in the pillars, you've got airbags in the doors, you've got airbags in the steering wheel, you've got airbags in the dashboard, and you've got sensors for some of those airbags as well, like in the seats. It's like the passenger seat will have a sensor, you know, and all those sorts of things. It even has a manual switch. It could be a problem in there. So it's that whole airbag circuitry, and hopefully this will lead me to where it is, and then I can start ripping the bits out so I can get to the wiring and start checking the connections out and seeing any of them have oxidized, and hopefully I can fix this for free. If I can't fix it for free, it's going to be one of those problems that a garage are going to want thousands of pounds for, and I think a garage will say, no, we need to swap the airbag control module, like this other place said, and it'll be 700 quid, and it won't guarantee that it will fix the problem, and I'll still have to pay it. So that's the dilemma. So we'll go out there in a second and do that. The club sandwich, the club sandwich, I was driving it yesterday and it got stuck in the mother of all traffic jams, and it was making a funny noise, and I thought the diff was going, and just as I was driving back in, one of my neighbours sort of pointed at the front of the car, and there was something hanging off under the front of the car, dragging on the ground. That was what was making the funny noise, and it was that something I knew about, the little split bit. I've got a replacement part in here ready to go on. Where is it? This thing here. It's this bit in the corner of the wheel arch lining where it all shattered. It's sort of hanging down now, dragging on the ground. But also the Stezza stopped working. Just it says no CD. It's been working fine. It's just suddenly stopped detecting the CDs. I've tried cracking them out, plugging them back in again. I've tried, you know, like releasing the CDs just in case they're jammed. I think it can't. The laser's gone on it, so I'm going to try and see if I can see the laser and get like a little, there's no other option here, get like a little cotton bud with some panel wipe, bit of water and IPA, and I can just wipe the lens with it, see if I can clean it and see if that kicks it into life. If that doesn't work, I'm not too sure what to do with that. You can't not have a Stezza on the car though, man. You can't not have a Stezza. Anyone knows about these BMWs as well? They've got a TV in them and a radio, and the radio signal doesn't work and the TV signal doesn't work. It's all analog, and I'm wondering if that's why it doesn't work. If you know anything about that, let me know. I think I was doing some Googling. I think you can get digital modules for them, made aftermarket modules that just slot in there so you can get the TV working again and all that sort of stuff. But it's another job I've got to do. Okay guys, so I am in the old shitter Golf that hasn't been cleaned for decades, so don't hate me. It's just, I haven't cleaned it all winter basically, so it's showing signs, but probably on camera it'll look spotlessly clean. It's all dusty and it's a bit muddy and all that. The missus is moaning at me to clean it. You know, I'll just show you the problem. Should be able to see the problem, so we'll just start up the car. See there, that airbag light come on. Now normally that would go off and I'd be driving around with no airbag light on, and it'll intermittently just come on and everything will go click click, the doors will go click click, and then it go off again click click. And trust me, if I start driving around, that will eventually after 20 minutes disappear and then go into clicky clicky mode. Now this is going to be a pain. I've got this software runs on a Windows 7 32-bit machine. That's all it supports, but luckily I had some old battered laptop kicking around for decades that just about still works. The battery doesn't work, so if I've got the extension lead running around, so I lose power, the thing shuts down instantly. The CMOS, well not the CMOS, the motherboard battery has died, so it can't remember the time, so every time it turns on I've got to set the time. Throws a wobbly. I've got no idea if this is going to work. So it thinks it's the 10th. It thinks it's the, look at that lovely picture. It thinks, what does it think the date is? We've got to go and change this date. Change time and date. What the hell is the date today? Oh Jesus, change time and date. Alright, 2011. Look, you've got to click about 500 times. Well done Windows. Genius. Oh Jesus. Why didn't they just give you an option to be able to type the date? Probably is somewhere in there. Someone's going to be screaming. There is. Oh, I don't know. Okay. 2020, January. I think we're the 1st of Feb today. I think we'll go with that. And the time, it must be 12. I've got the time on the car. 12. Oh God. 12:44. Okay, so we've got good time now. Okay. Now let's take this thing. Trying to operate a camera and do this. This is not good. Right, let's plug this thing in. Right, we've got light. So on 99% of all cars, the ODB port is under here somewhere. Where is it? I'll be able to feel it. Oh, sugar. Oh, I've got this thing pinning me in. This is where it's going to get frustrating. If the camera wasn't rolling, I'm telling you, this laptop will be in orbit already. I'm just seeing if I can feel where that port is. No, I'm going to have to get out of the car. This is where it's going to get fun. I need to turn the engine off. Okay. Now you play ball, Mr. Laptop. Oh. Mother fudger. There it is. What was I touching there before? There. Okay. Where is it? Okay. You got a better view than I have. Ah, get in there. Is that him? Okay. Right. Let's fire up the software. Okay, yeah, I don't care about that. We'll turn her on. Click on the. Get off, I don't care what you're doing. Ah. Right. Just running a test here. Oh, port status okay. Interface found. Good. That looks good. So I've got no idea what to do next. Right. So let's just save all of that. Oh, here we go. Right, let's try this auto scan. Here we go. Can you see this? Hopefully you can see this. For cars with bus, can use the auto to get off. Run. There we go. Okay. Oh. Status malfunction. ABS brakes malfunction. What's going on here? I want to get back in the car. Hold on. Oh, fuck off. What's that beeping? Okay, it's doing all sorts of funky things here. Which is fine. It's going through. Seems to be collecting loads of data. Come here, camera. Bloody thing. It's just too fiddly to try and be filming. But let's stick with it. Fault codes, only 2 fault codes when it goes back to the summary screen down over here somewhere. The second there. Oh, address 15, airbag cannot be reached. I just saw something then. So that might give me a clue. Address 15, airbag cannot be reached. What is it doing? Control module for airbag, no signal. So from the ODB, immobiliser, no fault. So it looks like it's going through and checking all these different modules in the car. This car is full of little tiny computers with all their little special software on there. Their own little firmware versions, their own software, and their own little fault codes and stuff like that. So this looks like it's able to go through and connect them all and read them all. So let's just let it do its thing. Fault found, control module for airbags, no signal. See, while the connection's actually down, it's the best time to diagnose it. Come on, up here, look. Nearly finished. Can in it. Teflon, I like that. Airbag 15. Status cannot be reached. So these are all the modules that it goes through and reads. Is that right? So there's an engine error there, malfunction 010. Auto trans is okay. ABS, there's an error. Steering angle okay. Auto HVAC, I can't remember what that is. Central electrics malfunction. Power steering assist malfunction. Airbags cannot be reached. Right, so it's finished. So chassis types can be modified in myAutoScan.txt. What I want to do is read. Oh, is it all in this thing here, is it? Oh, here we go. So one at a time. Oh yeah, okay, so engine. So let's just have a look at this. Right, so the engine error is no communications with airbag control module. Okay, fine. So what, when it says engine, what is that? What is that? Is that the ECU? Is that the ECU saying it can't connect to the airbag control module? So one thing here, let's just call it engine can't connect to the airbag control module. So that's the error. Glow ignition, alright, forget about that. Engine ECM, is that engine control module? Opens too early. System voltage too low. We did have flat battery the other day, which probably doesn't help. Right, so the ABS module. The ABS module is complaining. Fault found. Control module for airbags. No signal. So that's two different modules. That's the engine, whatever that is, ECU or engine control module, who knows, can't talk to the airbag control, and the ABS module can't talk to the airbag either, actually. So it looks like, see, the problem is, so is it the actual airbag control module going faulty? But then why does it come back on? I think it smells of a bloody communications problem, this, not a fault with the airbag control module itself. So there's another fault here. From the central electrics, control module for airbags, no communication. Parking steering assist, failure limited, under voltage, that's because of the flat battery, I think. Right, airbags cannot be reached. Steering wheel. Address 15. Airbags cannot be reached. So the CAN gateway, whatever that is, it's got an error saying no signal to the control module for airbags, no signal or no communications. Door electric driver. Oh. Control module for airbags, no signal. So the door electrics are losing connection to the airbag control module as well. Why I'm hearing that clicks. Short to ground, no, who cares about the radio works fine. And that's it. So virtually all of these errors I'm getting. Just spin this round. So was that useful? Well, yeah, because it's telling me that virtually all the errors on my car are all different modules complaining that they can't talk to the airbag control module. So let's just put this to one side. The cable won't bloody reach. I don't think I need this computer, this laptop anymore. See, when this problem is fixed, that light will automatically go out. So I don't really need it. I mean, there's no real diagnostic information here that's going to help me. So I'm just going to unplug this, plug it in over there, and get rid of this. What's that beeping? Service. Needs service as well. What else? So guys, the airbag control module is in here somewhere. In fact, you start pulling stuff around when you don't understand it. That's how you break stuff, but it's got to be a joint. Oh, here, there. So, Jesus. Oh, there must be a. Must be. It says. Oh, there. Okay. Oh yeah. Okay. Oh yeah. So I'm gonna go and get a couple of tools. Take that panel off and see if I can get to the airbag control module while I've got the fault in progress. You know, I might just literally open up that area, find the airbag control module, start. Right, it's bolted in. It will be a bugger to get out. But if I unbolt it, start moving it around, and then this clears, then I know that maybe there's a, you know, it could even be the connection to the airbag control module, which wouldn't be that uncommon. So let's just rule out the obvious. And there's always a chance it could be something very simple rather than a major failure. So there we go. Right, I'm going to go and get some tools. This light's going to actually come in bloody handy. Let's just see if that's the right screw. Weird, funky little torque thing. Yeah, that'll do. Yeah, Mrs. just said I want results. Told her to go and watch Match of the Day later on then. I want results, like a little boss. Busting my balls in the freezing cold. Oh. Yeah. I'm gonna take a freight train down to the station. Gonna see what we can see. Oh, can't you see? That's the bugger there. Can't you see? Oh, whoa. That's gonna be a pig. Oh, that's going to be a pig. I can't even get my hand in there. It's going to be bolted in. I've got to come around the other side, maybe get better access. Well, I need to put this camera down. Actually, I need the light from it. Oh, why? Oh, okay. Oh, fuck. Let's put that there. I'm gonna take a freight train down the station so we can see what we can see. Can't you see? Oh, there's a nice beefy wire in Lube there. Can't you see? Oh yeah, okay. Oh, there's some bolts. Okay, oh, I think, okay. I can see the head shell now. Not the socket, sorry. You can see there, a big yellow thing. I might even be able to slide that off. So that's the actual shell of the car. That's part of the bulkhead. I can't really, that's not gonna, there's no, you ain't gonna be able to take anything off to get to this, as far as I can see. It's just gonna be a pain in the balls. I'm just gonna put this down. Oh, hold on a second, guys. Right, you're coming with me. Torchy. Okay. Oh yeah. Okay. What I'm going to do is just wiggle that main cable around. Don't know where that goes. That's not part of the ABS, but that is. Right, now let's just see if that's fixed the error. Get out of the way. Gonna take a freight train down the station. See what we can see. Oh, it's gone. That's interesting. That is interesting, isn't it, guys? Very, very interesting. So that light, taking that off and giving that a damn good wiggle, fault is now gone. I think we got this. I told you before, didn't I? This smells of a loose connection. Let's just take this bastard thing for a drive. Oh, bear with me. Oh, get in there. You can see the shit, right? Oh, you sod. That's where you need the old little rubber feet on the. Don't run over the extension lead. See, when I took this to have this diagnosed, after I got it back, it was fine. The company, they replicated the problem and said the same thing. They said the same thing I just said, that all of the modules on the car were reporting they couldn't connect to the airbag control module. I see what they were saying now. They probably did the same thing as me. When I got the car back from them, it was fine for about a week, and then click click started doing it again and progressively got worse. Now it's got so bad to the point where it's on all the time now, and I've not been able to stop it doing that, apart from I've come in, taken the side off, wiggled the cable around. Now it's working fine again. I think we're getting closer to the problem here. At the moment I'm saying cable that goes to the airbag control module. It could be an oxidized connection. Right, let's just go for a little drivey. Gonna take a freight train down to the station. Gonna see what you can see. It's gonna be absolutely fine. It's not even gonna do it once. See, normally it'd be going click, 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 click. Bloody airbag coming up. Click, 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 click. Gonna take a freight train down the station. Gonna see what we can see. Can't you see? Traffic. Come on, you. Yeah. I've got zero patience when I drive. So impatient. It's getting worse the other day. Yesterday, if I'd had a camera in the car when I got hit in this traffic jam, normally it takes me 7 to 10 minutes to get back from Chichester to Bognor. It took me an hour and 45 minutes. There's like 3 or 4 roads in, and there was an accident on one of the roads, so it's closed. Fair enough, no problem. The other 2 roads though happen to have traffic, road works. Not a soul out doing anything. And I thought, right, I'm going to go the long way round via Tangmere up the Shrimpney Road, and there was traffic works there, and it was just chaos, pure chaos. And the traffic jam was just roadworks in the road, this is 2 o'clock in the afternoon, not a soul doing a thing, but just chaos on the roads. I know everyone moans about this, but like those companies that go out and do these jobs, I don't know what they are up to, but they are rinsing something. They are rinsing the jobs out, because in Germany they'll go and do a job and they'll just start the job and keep going. It'll be finished and the road will be perfect. Like here, we rinse it out for about 2 months of disruption to dig a hole in the ground. It's unreal. I just did my Ed Bassmaster impression. Unreal. I love a good old moan. Makes me feel better. But when you're stuck in traffic for an hour and 45 minutes, you are ready to kill someone. Not literally, in a joking sense. Oh. Right, this car has never made it this far without doing the old clicky clicky. So I reckon it might be fixed, and I reckon it's a loose connection. I'm going to turn the camera off, guys, and I'll see you back at the house. Okay, we're recording. So that whole journey, 5-10 minutes, however long it was, not one pop-up error, and it hasn't, you can't drive this car for more than 30 seconds without it doing it at the moment, or it's permanently on. So wiggling that cable down there has fixed it. So the next thing is, I've got the car running. Some of you are gonna, problem with doing these videos is some of you are gonna panic. Don't panic, and the airbag is not gonna blow up in my face, okay? I'm just gonna wiggle the cable. If it blows up my face now. Is that definitely the right cable? No, it's not. That's the one. Right, wiggle that cable around, John. Tell me if you see the airbag coming up, guys. It ain't, is it? It ain't. The problem is, I haven't done enough to fix anything, really, have I? See, this cannot be the airbag control module. By logic, how can I wiggle a cable and fix a problem if that problem was with the module itself? Wiggling a cable would not fix any problem with an airbag control module. Wiggling a cable would only fix a connection problem on that section of cable. And it's gone. The only thing I'm worried about is that it's oxidized on the pin as it goes into the module. I haven't disturbed it though. The thing is, the airbag control module is bolted down. There's a massive heavy head shell on there with like a big thick wiring loom. It's just bizarre to have damage there. I'm gonna go back round and have a look at it. It's useful to have the car running though, because that's when the problem intermittently always kicks in when you're driving this bloody thing. It's just not doing it now. Let's go round, turn this off. I reckon there's a very good chance that this problem is actually fixed permanently. Take a freight train down to the river. I'm gonna see one. Ooh, that's interesting. Bit of play there. That should be tighter. Something like that out. Ooh, the fucking hell! There's something hot in there. That's fucking roasting. That is. Jesus. I wonder. Ooh, I wonder. I wonder. That's absolutely roasting hot. I'm wondering, because that cable was up a little bit up here, I wonder if it was touching around here somewhere on that, and just that constant heating up, cooling, heating up, cooling. I'm thinking out loud. It's got to be the obvious. It's got to be the obvious. I bet you it's this cable here was touching that, because that is absolutely roasting. That is so hot. That's part of the air heating, isn't it? It's like the aircon. Why are those so hot? So whoever knows, what are those two pipes there? I bet you this is such a weird problem that's slowly been getting worse. I bet you it was these cables touching that pipe there, heating up the copper, cooling the copper, heating the copper. That's what it is. And I bet you just having that tucked in like that and moving that cable has pushed the connection back, and this problem is fixed, in my opinion. That cable's now far away from that heating point, so it's not going to get heated up again. That's what it is. I'm going to turn the camera off. So that's problem number one fixed. Now let's try and fix problem number two. Stezza Club Sport not working. Look, this is good today. It's going to be one of those days we're going to save money. Key in. What's going on? Get in there, you bugger. Hold it. Oh. Yes, there we go. Key in. Ignition on. Stezza starting. Turn that on there. Right. So we go to CD mode. No discs. You little bugger, look. No, it just doesn't like it. Try switching discs. No, it doesn't like it. It thinks there's no discs. So let's go. Gonna take a freight train down to the station. Oh shit, it's going to be tucked away in there, you little bastard. Oh, I can see it, Oh yeah, I think I can get to that. It's going to be, the lens is going to be that bottom piece. So gonna take a freight train down the station. Oof. Oh, piss off. This is a bit where I blow myself up. Oh, I can't reach in there. Oh, you son of a bitch. No, I'll be back. Well, that'll do it. If that ain't long enough, the hell will be. Son of a bitch. I have a little problem. Look, that's where the water's coming in from. It's filling up and it's dripping down here. It's ending up in here and here. I thought I sorted that out. How the hell? It's coming through the seal. Bet that's happening over here. Look. Bet you. It isn't. Holy shit, bone dry. Get in there. So that has an issue. How? Must be coming through the light. Condensation. Dry. Yeah. Got an issue with this light. Another fault. At least I know what's causing it. So that light hath an issue. Great. Now Stezza. Let's find out what the power's going into it from. Fuck's happened to that? Okay guys, so that is it for this video. I've chopped these to size and I'll finish off making this board the next day. I fixed that underside of the club sandwich that was dragging on the floor, so that'll keep me going. Just tucked it all in, so that'll be fine. The stereo in the back of the car, I believe it needs a new CD player. It's not making it as far as loading any of the CDs. I can see the little thing tray going up and down, but it can't grab any of the CDs. So I think that little grabber mechanism where it slides it in and then spins it up and reads it is not working. So it's going along and thinking there's nothing in there. I think rather than mess around with that, I think I'm just going to try and get a replacement one. If you know, or you've had that problem before though, let me know. But that looks like a new replacement CD changer. The big one is I think I fixed that airbag problem, and I think quite simply it was like I said, all faults as you're trying to diagnose it. All these other modules were reporting lack of connectivity to the one airbag control unit. So when we went and looked at that one airbag control unit, the cable for it was coming up and touching against two pipes that were red hot. And I think over the last 6 or 7 years of that being heated up and cooled down, heated up, cooled down, has perished one of the connections in there, or affected it somehow, I think, because just pushing that cable away from those two pipes and running it all down the bottom, the problem's now gone away, and I've taken it for another drive. It's never done that before, so touch wood, there's a chance it might come back, but I think it's to do with that connection. It can't be, like I summarised, it can't be, well, very unlikely to be the actual module itself, because it wouldn't be intermittent, and pushing that cable in wouldn't have fixed it either. So that saved me possibly nearly, probably up to £1,000, because the garage would have just taken a piecemeal approach. The garage that had it before, I think when they were diagnosing it, they came in from the other side, so they couldn't actually see that cable that I was seeing. So it was luck that I came in from the passenger side. So a little bit of luck involved. I'd love to say it was all my genius, but I like just having a go at trying to fix things yourself, and sometimes you get lucky and you sort of, but like I say, the premise was that it wasn't the airbag module. That didn't make sense. Thank you, Tosh, for sending me that equipment, because that verified that it wasn't just, it was all these different modules not able to connect, so that led me towards the problem. So fantastic. The car is running error free now, so I'm not sure if you want this vast stuff back, you're more than welcome. I'll speak to you anyway, but brilliant. I know I've got some other things to be cracking on with, guys, so thanks for watching. I'm starting to feel better, stronger, and more videos to come this week.
Holding on to what I knew, but the moment's gone. Where was I when you